Hi, I'm Neely, and I changed 5 times before finding a shirt to wear for this video that didn't make me look like a washed out ghost. Welcome to Lotus Blossoms, where I teach teens and young adults tools and techniques on how to live a better life with mental health issues like depression and anxiety. Today's video, I want to teach you 7 things you need to know about mental health illnesses. So let's just start right off with the first one, which is that mental illnesses are invisible disabilities. So we all know about physical disabilities like a broken leg, or someone who needs to be in a wheelchair because they have spinal issues, and we react in a certain way to people with these disabilities, right? We don't look down upon them. We usually want to help them. Maybe we think that things are a little bit more of a struggle for them. But with people with things like depression and anxiety, we don't always see those on the outside. Sometimes they can manifest in things that we see, but we don't know what's going on in the inside. We don't know what struggles are there. But there's still an illness and there's still a disability. The second one is that depression isn't the same thing as being sad. It seems to be the thing now and for a while to say, oh, I'm so depressed. I'm feeling really depressed. If you are sad, that's totally normal and okay, and such an emotion in life that is going to happen to everyone, right? So the best way to explain it is that it's usually as a reaction to something. So if you are sad, you could pinpoint the reason why you're sad. Maybe you broke up with your boyfriend, and so you're feeling really down about that, or you're having a really rough week, a lot of struggles are going on at work, and so you're feeling really sad and you're feeling down. And that is very different than depression, which is something that is chronically showing up. It's showing up for longer periods of time. And most importantly, you don't know where it's coming from. So you can't pinpoint there is this one issue that happened, and that is why I'm feeling this way. So then the third one rolling off of that one is that anxiety is not the same thing as being nervous. So likewise, it's super common to feel nervous, and it's totally a normal human emotion. And again, it usually arises out of a reaction to something. So if you have a big test, you're going to feel nervous, right? And you might say that you feel anxious too, and that's totally valid. However, if you have anxiety, that's again something that's coming up for you over and over again, and it's not necessarily coming up for a particular reason. Now, you might have heard of social anxiety disorder, so that is something that is more a reactionary response. But again, there doesn't have to be a negative social circumstance going on for someone's social anxiety to be triggered. There's also generalized anxiety disorder, which is what I have, and that is also not necessarily triggered by anything in particular. The fifth one is I can't just get over it. So a lot of people think, well, why don't you just get over it? Why don't you just feel better? Well, I can't because it's something wrong in my brain. It's a chemical imbalance. Just like we talked about in the first one, where mental illnesses are similar to a physical disability, but that we just can't see them. They can't just unbreak their leg, right? Same thing. So number 6 is that day-to-day activities can be exhausting. So just like how someone who has a physical disability is experiencing repercussions from that physical disability, which can sometimes just be like stress and exhaustion, those same things can happen as a response to something like depression or anxiety, because your brain is sort of working on overdrive and it's trying to over understand and over analyze things just on a constant basis if it has anxiety. And if it has depression, it is constantly trying to pick you up. You are trying to get over it even though you can't. You are trying to improve your mood, or you're trying to just get through your day. And that can be really draining. And the 7th one is I'm not being dramatic. So another one that I think is an issue, partly because people say they are depressed so commonly. It becomes this cliched word that doesn't really mean anything, and it just sounds like, oh, you're just being dramatic, you just want attention. if I am opening up to you about my depression or anxiety, it's probably because I'm really struggling with it at the moment and I really need to be heard. And so if someone is reacting to me like I am being a drama queen about it, or like I want attention and that's why I'm talking about it, that's really going to cause me to shut down pretty quickly. And I'm probably not going to open up to you about it again. So responding to someone and just acknowledging where they're at and just receiving what they're saying to you and saying, I'm sorry that you're feeling that way is really all that it takes. So those are 7 things you need to know about mental health illnesses, and I hope that they either resonated with you if you have experienced some of those things yourself, or they can help you a little bit better understand someone in your life that might be dealing with some of these issues. Leave a comment down below if this video resonated with you at all, and please feel free to like and subscribe.